All right, so this Green Party candidate for U.S. Senate was once a paid GOP operative. As the clock was running out for candidates to get their name on the ballot for what's expecting to be a hotly contested U.S. Senate race, Tim Adams, a man previously paid by the state Republican Party and who donated to Republican candidates as recently as 2016, filed to run as a member of the Green Party. The Green Party was only approved to appear on the ballots Monday morning, just hours before the 5 p.m. filing deadline. Some question whether Adams, who is running for the U.S. Senate, is really a Green Party member or got into the race to siphon votes away from the Democrat. People are asking that question. Tim Adams is no Green Party candidate. He has a long history of conservative activism. It's curious that he has announced a candidacy, and it's curious that it happened on the last day. He cited suggestions that Democrats tried to take votes away from Republicans by having Becky Shaw, former aide to Democratic U.S. Senator Max Baucus, run as a Reform Party candidate against Republican Denny Remberg in 1996. The race for Senate is expected to be the most watched and intense contest in Montana this election cycle. Although Trump won Montana, a poll released by the university said 41% said Trump's doing a bad job. And I'm pretty sure John Tester, so here's a little bit more about this guy. He was paid by the Republican committee between 2013 and 2015. In 2012, he filed to run as a libertarian. So it looks like this is just a guy that, all right, so here's his claim. He says that a lot of issues I've been involved with previously are right in with the Green Party. The Green Party is by far one of the best parties, as having a long track record of supporting LGBT issues. Adams said he hasn't had much contact with members of the Green Party, but he has been in contact in an issue capacity. Breck said he doesn't begrudge anyone for running as a Green or changing party affiliations. We are the Green Party, and we are a progressive party, and we're new and grassroots. I believe it's everybody's right in a democracy as citizens to change their idealism. We should always reconsider our stances as we do new things. I would hate to assume Tim Adams or John Gibney are not Greens. We're vetting them. We're talking to them. We're asking them to publicly commit to the platform. All right. And this will be used as a way to demonize third parties, of course. Yeah, I got it to load, DC. So we're good. Well, what are you guys' thoughts on this? I mean, I think that, is this guy maybe just kind of one of those political uprisers that's, you know, just trying to help Republicans? Possibly. Yeah, it's possible. Wouldn't it be better if we had a system where stuff like that wasn't possible because third parties were actually viable? Wouldn't it be, wouldn't that be great if we had a strong party? Because I refuse to recognize that there's only, first of all, I'm pretty sure this Tester guy is one of the Democrats that's typically on the wrong side of everything. Oh, wait, no. I might be thinking of someone else. Actually, he might have been the one that really helped out net neutrality. Yeah, I think he might have been one of the ones. Let me Google that. I don't want to misspeak on that. I want to make sure I'm representing John Tester the right way. So let's go to his website. I think he was the guy that really helped out for net neutrality. Issues. Here we go. Let's see what he stands on healthcare. All right, so it doesn't look like he's for single payer. All right, so anyway, it doesn't. Let's see how he stands on campaign finance before we move on here. Guys, we are almost out of time. We got to literally one article. All right, so he's for some campaign finance reform. All right, so anyway, regardless of how you feel about him one way or the other, because I think he did something good on net neutrality, which is a good thing, but overall, I don't think he's all that much of a progressive. So I think that, yeah, democracy is not limited to two people and two parties. So, you know, if this guy is running as a green for all the wrong reasons, that's a shame. But he still has the right to do it. And I would rather strengthen additional parties than wag your finger at people for trying to run. And I think this is for instance, the Democratic establishment is going to take this and run with this, and they're going to try to. In fact, somebody cited this article when we were talking about. Somebody cited this article when they were talking about should we join the Greens, and they were saying, "Well, the Greens are just a Republican front." Of course, they're not. That's not true. Is this guy somebody that's maybe playing the game? Yeah, he's run as a libertarian before. He's run as. Why are people calling the libertarians? Why wouldn't they say the same thing about the libertarians? Why would they not be doing that? Avoiding the Russia story. No, I'm not. What am I avoiding? The BBC just put out a documentary on Venezuela and is some propaganda to start war, Frosty Bucket says. All right, I'll have to check that out. But Ron, we have to have readiness. We need to rebuild the military. Yes, they're not strong enough. Oz says Howard Dean is the prime example of a scumbag sellout. The Green Party is 17 years old. They are not new. That is true. Zeb, thank you so much for the super chat contribution. Zach Rengelstein is running as a progressive against Angus King in Maine. I'm not familiar with that race, but somebody please send me some stuff so I can familiarize myself more with it. So yeah, is this Adam guy maybe just like one of those conservative actors that kind of just does what they can to disrupt the system and help Republicans? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe he's evolved. I mean, but even if he is, does that give you a license to demonize the Green Party? No, it doesn't. Instead of demonizing a party and demonizing progressives, first of all, why aren't you demonizing the libertarians too? People have used this as a way to demonize the Greens. Well, this guy ran as a libertarian too. Why aren't people demonizing that? And that's the thing. What Republicans do, Republicans don't spend their time demonizing libertarians. Instead, they go and they get votes. That's what they do. Democrats don't do that. That filing with the Libertarian Party was special because I wanted to make a point about a legislator about a specific vote in a specific issue. So he says that a lot of issues that he's been involved with are right in line with the Green Party, but he doesn't really give an example. He says that they're by far one of the best parties, as having a long track record of supporting LGBT issues. So I guess he's in favor of that, which is great. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. But here's the thing. They're using this to say, oh, the Greens are just a front for Republicans. But no, that's not what's going on here. This is a one for instance, and John Tester should go and earn those votes. Go and earn those votes. Democracy is not limited to two parties. And we need to strengthen third parties, not demonize them. Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.